Now let's see the non-preemptive version of this priority. So here, once we take a schedule, take a process which is having the highest priority, we are going to run it till completion without any preemption. So now it is a priority based algorithm where we are going to see non-preemption. Okay, and then see one more thing. Whenever priorities are given, you should always know which one is high priority and which one is low priority. Sometimes what happens is people will take the low number as high priority and high number as low priority. It might happen. Therefore, here they have clearly mentioned that 12 is highest priority and 2 is lowest priority, right? Okay, and now we can start from first one. So I'm going to start at time 0, and now at time 0 P1 has arrived, process P1 has arrived, and its priority is 2, and I don't have any other option now, so only one process is available, so I'm going to schedule it, process P1, and it is going to finish by first time is 4, therefore 4, right? Yes, now by the time 4, actually till P5, till this point all the processes are available, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now among these 2, 3, 4, 5, I have to take the one with the highest priority, and in this algorithm they are saying that higher number is higher priority. Therefore 2, 3, 4, 5, the highest one is 4. Therefore I am going to schedule P4 next. Got it? Because that is having highest priority, and I could run it till P4 can be run till for 5, which means 9. Burst time of P4 is 5. So you can know what is the burst time of corresponding process this way. Okay, and now P4 is over, so P1 is over and then P4 is over, completed, right? And now what is the time? 9. So by the time 9 all the processes are available. So other than 1 and 5, just see what are the priorities other than 1 and 5. Sorry, 1 and 4. 1 and 4 are over, right? So 4, 6, 8, 12 and 9. Obviously 12 is the highest priority, which is P6. Therefore next process is P6 and its burst time is 4. Therefore it is going to be finished by 13. So P6 is also over, right? So now this is over and P4 is over and then 1 is over. So in the remaining ones you pick up the one with the highest priority, which is now P7, right, which is having 9. Therefore P7 can be scheduled, which is having priority 9 and which is having a burst time of 6, which means by 19 it is going to be finished. And now next one is, among this you can pick the next maximum. So next maximum is 8, so I can pick 8. Therefore P5 is the priority, P5 is the process and its burst time is 8. So 19 plus 8 is 27, right? Oh its burst time is not 9, its burst time is P5 is 1, which means by 20 it is over, right? And next one is among the available, next one is 6. Therefore I am going to take P3 and whose burst time is 3. Therefore by 23 it is over, and the only one remaining is P2. Finally P2 has to be scheduled and its burst time is 2, therefore 25, right? So this is how we could schedule all the process. Maybe you could just cross verify it. See, P1 burst time is 4, therefore 4, and P4 burst time is 5, therefore 9, P6 burst time is 4, therefore 13, P7 burst time is 6, therefore 19, and P5 burst time is 1, therefore 20, and P3 burst time is 3, therefore 23, and P2 burst time is 2, therefore 25. Alright, so this is how we got to obtain all the process, and after this we can see the completion times. What is the completion time of each one? So we know that completion time can be obtained by looking at each of them, right? So completion time of P1 is 4 and P2 is 25 and P3 is 23, P4 is 9, P5 is 20, P6 is 13 and P7 is 19. This is the completion time. Therefore you can obtain the turnaround time and waiting time. So turnaround time and waiting time, and you can find out even the response time too, right? You can find out all these times and you can find out the average of them. So you could do it anyway, but then let me just do it so that you can cross verify the solution. Now what is turnaround time? this completion time minus arrival time, which is 4 here, which is 24 here, 21 here, and 6 here, 16 here, 8 here, 13 here. What about waiting time? Waiting time is turnaround time minus burst time. 0, 22, 18, 1, 15, 4, and it is 7. And what is response time? Response time is see when it got initially scheduled for the first time and when it arrived. P1 got scheduled at 1 and it arrived at 0, therefore its response time is 0. It didn't wait for any time, right? And then P4 got arrived at 4 and it got first scheduled. P4 arrived at 4 and it got first scheduled at P4 arrived at 3 and it got scheduled by at 4, therefore it is 1. Let's talk about P2 first. So P2 got scheduled at 23 and it arrived at 1, therefore its response time is 22. And one thing, if you observe, the response time and waiting time will be same in case of processes where the preemption is non-preemptive. The reason is, if you think logically, if the schedule is non-preemptive means we are not going to pull out the process, then the response time is actually waiting time. The reason is, it is going to wait for only some amount of time, and once it waits that amount of time, it will completely run to execution. So whenever it is given for execution, it is going to complete it. It is going to complete it and then leave the system. It is not going to wait any further. Therefore, if there is no preemption, waiting time and response time both will be same. In case if there is preemption, waiting time might be more compared to response time. Response time is when are you going to schedule it for the first time, and waiting time is depending on completely how much time it waited without getting executed. So in case if there is preemption, waiting time will come a lot of times in the middle compared to the burst time. Now next one is for the third one. So third one got scheduled at 20, but it arrived at 6, therefore it is but arrived at 2, therefore it is 18. So you can check it. You can check everyone, it is going to be exactly the waiting time, nothing else, right? In case of preemption, then the response time and waiting time will be different. So anyway, you can find out what is the average turnaround time, what is the average waiting time, and what is the average response time. Okay, fine.